Hello everyone, welcome to the course Advanced C Programming. Today's topic of discussion is with respect to input-output statements. We want to see a few problem-solving techniques with respect to input-output statements. But before that, I would suggest that one should be aware of these following concepts: say history, introduction, basics, processor directives, keywords, tokens, several tokens, identifiers, operators, expressions, punctuators, functions, control statements, looping statements like conditional and unconditional. Let's start with our first program, how exactly uh, we are going to solve a program and what techniques to be used here. So here is a simple programming language where we can find what in output statement or called printf, and within printf we we are using a one more input function, that is inbuilt function, that is scanf. In C, scanf returns the basically the scanf returns the number of inputs it has successfully read from the end user or the programmer. So it returns how many number of successfully read inputs back to the printf, and printf just prints how many number of the value which is written by scanf. So among the following option number one will be the option number B, that is one will be the answer, because the the number of inputs taken from the end user is 1, that is percentage s. So like when we execute this program, it just looks like this in an editor. I am using an editor called Dev C++, where we can run both the C as well as C++ programs. Here the same program, percentage s is a format specifier for a string which takes a like it takes a string as an input. A is an array variable. Here it is a array variable which has of bytes 100 bytes, and it takes a string, that is a set of characters up to a length of 100. So how many number of, based on how many number of the how many number of characters entered by the end user, that number will be displayed via printf. So let's run this program and then check it out, the output. So when we run this program, so at the output screen we could see a console, like cursor placing pointing at the top left. So when we write some characters, it just reads how many number of it doesn't read how many number of characters. Basically it is taken as a set of string, or it is taken as a string. The number of characters including a space is considered as an array of characters. Since we have a space array size of 100, so we can type up to 100 characters. So when I enter, I will get an output, that is printf, whatever written. So would see the output as 1. That is how many ever, doesn't matter how many ever characters you have typed, the result will be 1, because the input taken from the scanf is 1. So this is what the output of a first program. So let's move on with the second program. Predict the output of the following program. So here we could find one more printf statement in this program, wherein which we are using double quotes. So how in this program it just tells or represents uh, how to display double quotes and 1%. So here backslash works as a special character for a double quotes. So with this is a special character for a double quote, so that double quote will be printed. And for in case of percentage, another percentage will be a escape character to print, and uh, a percentage symbol. So when we run this program, we get an output as similar to that of an option A. We get a double quotes like enclosed with some string, wherein which we will get 1%, because 1%, though here it is of double percentage, 1% is an escape character for an another percentage. So when we run this program, we could see second program. When we run this program, this is the same program whatever I had shown in the slide. When we run this program, we get an output as I told, that is option number A. Welcome, welcome percentage to percentage, the session which in which all these strings are enclosed with a double quotes. So now we shall move on with the next question, that is third one. Predict the output of a following program. Here in this program, again it is of a output statement printf. Here you can find 5 plus hello world. This printf is basically a function defined under a studio.h library file. The compiler adds 5 to the basic address of the string. The basic address, like the assumption given here as a basic address of uh, the string will be of 1000. So the compiler just adds 5 to the base address, that is 1000. So 5 plus 1000 will be 1005, and the string through the expression, then the string at w, the cursor points at the w, and get from the string w, all other characters will be passed to the standard library function as an argument. So like this completely generally whatever specified within this parenthesis is assumed as a parameter passed from a printf inbuilt function. So once base address is incremented to 1005, it will be pointing to w. For like following a w, all other characters will be printed, and this is exempted. Hello will be exempted. The output will be just world. That is our option number B will be the answer. That is world. We shall check with an execution. Here is a program when in which we are assuming the base address of our string hello world. The base address of our string hello world. The base address of our string hello world is 1000. So when we add 1000 for 5, it will be 1005. So our cursor points to the point called W, because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points at W, and the rest all characters following this W will be printed as it is. That is world. Let us check with an execution. When we execute this program, you can see at the top left of this console output screen, that is world. Right from our cursor, like cursor is pointing to a point of W character. So right from the W character, all other characters will be printed on our console. So now next we will check with the next question, that is fourth question. Predict the output of the following program. In this program, this we have a kind of expression pi of hello world. So this is also in a printf. How exactly this is going to work? This expression is broken down by a compiler as star of 5 plus hello world. Star basically resembles a value of hello world at the position 5. That is the meaning. So when I add the fifth index of my string is 0, 1, 2, 3. Again, it's at W. It just print a character at that position. At the position of 5, we will get a W as an output. This character named as W will be printed. So the answer will be our option number C, that is W. These are similar to a declaration of array. So while accessing any character or any value of an array, we will just use A of index. So similarly, I'll show with an annotation. See, when we use, when I have an array size of A10 and I'm using, suppose I'm having an elements from 1 to 10. Suppose assume at my fifth index, I have a character called Q. I have a character called Q. If you want to access this Q element, how it has been accessed? It is accessed like saying A of 5. When it is accessible by using A of 5, Q will be retrieved. Q will be taken up. Similarly, in this case, it's this 5 of string represents like kind of array accessing element. This 5 represents as a kind of index. So when it is specified with an index, it points to a point called W. So and the format specifier specified here is a character format specifier, so that's why W will be printed. So this is an output of this program, that is option number C. So we shall check with an editor, so how whether our output is correct or not. So this is what a program we were talking about, A of a hello world. When we run this program, we should check what will be an output of this program. Yeah, you can see in the middle of a in the top mid of a screen, you can see a letter called W. So this is what an output. So we got an output as expected. So we shall now check with the next upcoming question. That is fifth one. What does the following C statement mean? So we have a statement by name scanf, %s, and a string. Which is scanf is basically like it returns a number of input as I told you before. So here, what exactly %4s means? Percentages is just a format specifier of type string. But if in case if it is %4s, what exactly this 4 represent? What exactly this 4 means is it is expecting, scanf basically expects input from the end user and it stores in the array called string. str, let us assume str is a string, because when we are using a variable we basically use %% of str. Since we are not using any %% here prefixing to the str, this str is just assumed as an array. So when we try to take an input from the end user using this statement, scanf statement, the meaning of 4s is that the maximum number of characters taken from the end user is 4. That is, which of these resembles our answer is read. It just reads the maximum 4 characters from the console. It does mean it can read 1 character, 0 character, 2 character, 3 character, or max to max 4 character. Not more than a 4. Not more than 4 the characters are accepted. This is what this line exactly means. So next we shall check with execution, and I have a peculiar example for this kind of question which includes this statement. I have an example. So let's run this program, run the program which is similar, which includes this statement especially. So we shall check with that and we shall see how exactly it's going to work. Here, this was a previous program. Now we shall move on to the next one. Yeah, here, as if I told, here string str will be an array because we are not using any %. If we are using just a variable, %% will be prefixed to any variable. If no %% is prefixed, it is just assumed as a array. Here in this array, which is of size 50 and it has no elements in it. So it is, so this value has to be taken from the end user. That's why scanf is used, and whatever taken from the end user, maximum among that maximum 4 characters will be read and it is printed back to the end user. How many number of characters of string will be printed back? 4 characters of string will be printed back, because str will be having only a 4 characters. So when I run this program, let's see what will be an output for this program. Yeah, the output of this program just looks like this. So the cursor is pointing at top left, saying that it is expecting an input from the end user. So let us assume Cambridge Institute of Technology. If I take it as a string of character, because the string of array is of 50 bytes, so maximum 50 bytes of characters can be entered by an end user. But how many number of read by the scanf? The scanf reads only maximum to maximum 4 characters. The output will be when I enter the enter key. So I could see only a 4 characters read. Though I have written a set of characters in a continuous manner, this scanf is successfully read only a maximum of 4 characters. This is what I was trying to explain. Percentage for S just resembles the maximum number of successful in characters read from the end user. Doesn't matter how many ever the characters is entered by the end user, only maximum of 4 characters will be read successfully from this from input inbuilt function, that is scanf. So now let's move on with the next question. Yeah, so we are in the 6th program. So predict the output of the following program. Here you can find I have declared 2 variables. One is n and the other one is a pointer. Indirectly a pointer points to an address. That in that address you are like, when you specify star and followed by a variable, it directly access the memory space, and to that memory space directly the value can be assigned. This is the concept of pointer here. And here what exactly here percentage dot star s specifies. Dot star s specifies the value of the hello world that will be replaced by dot star will be replaced by a s value. That is how much, what is an s value? S value will be of hello world as initialized above. The star s value is hello world. And what is this prefixation dot symbol resembles is? It's just a precision. How many number of words should be formatted? That is the meaning of that. Star just means the precision is not specified in the format string. The precision is not specified in the format string, but as an addition, integer value argument. This is one of an argument, integer value argument preceding the argument that has to be formatted. So this is a string or an argument wherein which I have a set of string. Among this set, a set of character, I have a string. So this much, like how much ever to be formatted is given by this n value. So 7, like till from 0 to 7, the characters are formatted and that is printed. That is what the meaning of dot star s means. It does mean that 7 number of characters from the string s will be extracted and will be displayed via printf. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total number of characters starting from 1. So we have 6 plus 1 up to hello space. Space is also considered as one of a character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is hello w will be printed for this printf statement. So which is matching, the option number C is matching our output. So we shall see whether this output is correct or not by executing this current program in our editor. Yes, we are in this program, same program that I explained. We have a string and we have a value, and we are passing both value, integer value and a string by using a format specifier dot star s. When we run this program, we can just see hello space world. That is our option number C. As I told, hello space w is our output. Hope you understood. Now we shall move on to our next coming question, that is how will you predict the output of a following program. In this program, it just You can see initialization of a variable wherein which the initialization, this you are assigning a value to an x. What exactly? It is of integer type. In integer type, x should be of integer value. So what does the printf returns? As similar to a scanf returns the number of characters successfully read from the end user or a programmer. Similarly, the printf function returns the number of characters that is successfully printed on the screen. The string hello world has 9 characters, 5 plus 5, 10 characters. So the first printf uh, will print hello world, and the first printf prints the hello world first, and then the value written by the printf, that is 10, will be stored in x. When you try to print the x value by again using a printf, the second printf just prints 10. So the output will be hello world followed by 10. If you want that 10 to be printed in the next line, here you will give \n, and \n just specifies a new line character when in which the next output and all will be printed in the next line. So the output will be hello world 9, hello world 10, because number of character is 10 here. So when we should check with our program execution in our editor whether our program output is correct or not. So yeah, this is the same program. I am assigning a printf statement to a variable and then printing back that value of a variable. So when we run this program, we shall check it out. What will be the output of this program? Yeah, as if I told hello world, and in our present program, let me minimize this. Hope you can see here. In my program, I had specified \n. What does exactly \n means? It is also taken as considered as one of the characters. So 10 plus 1 will be 11, and the cursor points to the next line in the output screen. When I executed, see the cursor hello world, after printing hello world, the new space character also will be there. So that new space character with this 10 length will be total of 11. So that 11 will be stored in the x value. When you try to print the x value, the printed value will be 11. So this is what an output of the following group. If in case if I delete this \n, our output will be hello world 10, as I told you, as per our option number C. Hello world followed by 10 will be our output. Hope you understood this program. So now we shall move on with the next program, that is 8.1. Again, how will you predict the output of a following program? So a printf has an argument. Printf has two parameters, that is a format specifier and another function called printf. A printf inside, this is basically printf is a function call. We are calling this function in which this printf definition is found in studio.h. When, as I told you in the previous program, these are similar to previous program. Printf always prints the number of characters within that. So here the number of characters, first basically the inner printf prints 1, 2, 3, 4. Always the inner printf runs first and then the outer printf will be executed. The inner printf will print a decimal value, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. After printing 1, 2, 3, 4, it calculates the count of this value. The count of integer is 4. 4 numbers are there. These 4 numbers is printed. So the number of characters printed is 4. That 4 is, it's written back to this percentage. See, so this percentage dB value will be 4. So my output will be 1, 2, 3, 4 followed by 4. So that is option number A. We shall check with other possibilities in our editor. Yeah, this program. So here I have used with some other input. I have included 1, 2, 3, 4 followed by 555. So total number of characters I am printing in our console is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when we are printing 7 characters, so these 7 characters will be returned to a percentage d, and that is printed by using a printf again. So our output will be 1 2 3 4 555 followed by 7. We shall check by executing this. Hope you can see at the top left 1 2 3 4 555 followed by 7. 7 resembles the number of characters printed by the inner printf. This is an 7 is printed by the outer printf. This is what our explanation is all about with respect to that particular program. Now we shall check with another question. What is the return type of a getchar? Getchar is basically used in order to get a character to resemble an end of a file. Getchar is used to come out from our output console back to our editor. That is why we are using a getchar, as if like have kept a note of explanation. The return type of getchar is of integer because to accommodate the end of a file, which indicates a failure. When usually basically when you reach an end of a file, it does mean that it is a failure. Failure in the sense it can be of 0 or like failure in the sense 0, success in the sense 1. If it reaches end of a file, it means it is occurring a case of failure, that is 0. So either 0 or 1 is what returned by an getchar inbuilt function. So integer will be on return type of a getchar. So our option number 1 is an output for our question. So next, coming to our next question, which of the following function from studio.h can be used in place of printf? What is an alternative function in the place of printf? In terms of instead of using a printf, which is the following inbuilt function will be used in alternative to the printf? So basically, though f puts basically f puts and f write both can accept the file stream standard output. Both can accept the file stream standard output and can output the given string. It is also used to display a string, output string at an output file. But the input string wouldn't result in formatted output. Whatever the string which is inputted to a standard output, it is not in a formatted format. What does that mean? It is not a formatted output. It is in format output that is printed by f puts and f write. But f printf can be used as a formatted output. That is why f printf and r printf, f printf and printf both are equivalent. So which of these are option number C is the correct answer for our question. Always f printf just can replace the printf. So we shall see next program. So you can see at the note point, f printf standard output just prints percentage d of a, and writing the similar statement by using printf, both are equivalent. Both will give a same answer. That is what exactly my point is all about. Now we shall check how exactly the next question will work. So here in my program, considering this following C program, what will be an output? What will be the output of our program? Here in this program, I have basically 3 inbuilt functions. So that is named as fun1, fun2, and we also have main function at the top. So how exactly these things are working? Let's see how exactly these things are. In always basically my execution starts from main function. In this main function, we shall see. Here I have a string str1 and str2. String 1 has hi, string 2 has bye, and I'm calling a function called fun1, and I'm again calling a function called fun2. Whatever written from our first function call is printed back here, and whatever written from our fun2 is printed back again using a printf. So when a first function call is called, what exactly happens is string 1, string 2 has high and by. Here it has high and by. The above function scope is local. The star S1 and S2 scope is local. So the value changed here, whatever the value changed here with respect to S1 or S2 is not affected. It's not affecting the actual parameters, string 1 and string 2. It's not actually affecting the actual parameters, string 1 and string 2. So the value will be a string 1 and string 2 itself. So the first two letters will be high and by itself. So my option can be of either 1 or 2. So then after printing the first one, when we call the second function call, we are passing in this function, the value whatever we are passing is double star S at the format specifier, format string. This is a formal parameters. In these formal parameters you can see a pointer to a pointer, so it changes the pointer of an actual value. So it changes here, the swapping happens, which it changes the value pointer, it changes the pointer of an actual value. So the values will be swapped here. It will be by and high. So it returns string 1 will be by and string 2 will be high. So the next printf statement will return by and high. So my answer for this question will be high, by and by high. This is what the output of this program. So we should check whether our expected output is correct or not by checking with our editor. So let us go to an editor and check it out here. Yeah, here this is the same program that I will zoom in. So fun1, fun2, we have fun1, fun2, which is used for swapping, and we should check how exactly swapping happens when you call the function twice using fun1 and fun2. And then when we run this program, let's see what's going to happen. So let me run this program. When I run this program, yeah, as our option number A, our output is high, by and by high. This is what exactly we got an expected output as before. So now we shall check with the next upcoming question. Here, what will be the output of the following C code? The output of a following C code, you can see in this main function, I have a variable by name X, and which is initialized to a value 128. When we try to print a value 1 plus X plus plus, what exactly, how it is evaluated, how this expression is exactly evaluated is 1, since X plus plus is a post incrementation, this happens after printing happens. So first 1 plus X is added up, that is 128 plus 1. 1 plus 128 will be 129. It is first printed, then the post incrementation happens. 129 after printing will be incremented to 130. But when we try to print the value by using postfix, when we try to print a value by using a post incrementation, the output will be 129. That is our option number B, 129. 129. Let's see with an execution. Let's go back to our editor. Yeah, this is what a program I was talking about. When zoomed out, I hope it is visible. Yeah, int X is equal to 128. 1 plus 128 will be 129. That will be printed first, and then after printing, the post incrementation do happen. So when let me run this program and check it out. Yeah, you can see at the top left 129 is printed. So this is as expected to our question. I hope people have understood all these important 12 questions, which are of very important for all the competitive exams, and also it is important in terms of in perspective of interview. So hope this is this video is helpful for your future course. And thank you one and all for your cooperation in listening this video. Thank you.